think we are live now. Welcome you guys for today's presentation. Okay guys, on the Facebook, thank you so much for watching us. If you're watching us live, thank you for your time. And guys, we also need your patience, right? Because we are waiting for the other students who are supposed to join in, and they're joining in any time actually. So just give not just your time, we also need your patience. Yes. Okay, so guys, so what is creative piano? Let me go ahead and speak to you a little about what is creative piano, and then we'll take it from there. All right. So basically, creative piano is a unique method. Okay. Now that's something I'm sure we've all gone to different music lessons, and that's something a lot of people have gone through, right? Like music lessons are a common thing that we all go through some point in our life, right? In your school time or however, somehow music comes to you, right? You can't escape it. it's like death, you know, you can't escape it. It's so powerful that sometime in your life, music hits you, all right? So sometime in your life, you would have learned music, and you would have learned in a different way, okay? In a way which probably is not the way that I'm talking about. Okay, it's a very unique way. When I say creative piano, it's a very unique way, which is to bring out the creativity in you. You know. So how would if I have to define creative piano, it would be teaching music creativity using patterns, images, and ideas. Right? We all know that we have like two sides to our brain, right? The way we go ahead and think, we have two sides, the analytical way and the creative way. And many of the times, a lot of things in life, we approach it in the calculative, the analytical way, right? We want to calculate and say, hey, you got to do this in a certain way. And we constantly are calculative about everything, most of everything in life. And sometimes even creative subjects like music also comes into the wheel of being approached analytically and constantly calculative. Now, am I saying that being calculative and analytical is wrong? Nope, it's not, right? It is one way of looking at life. That's one perception of life, right? And the other side is the creative way. And is creative way alone is enough? Probably not. And that is where I'm bringing this difference to the creative. When I say the creative piano method, I'm saying, how would music learning be if it needs to be approached where from the day one, the student is taught to create something? Right? We've all seen children. How do they learn? They learn by playing games, right? So from the childhood, the only thing the children have mastered is playing games. And I'm sure if you've seen in top of this, like the biggest of the schools right now, the way they approach education is by gamifying it. They're all big educationalists are talking about how can we gamify the experience of learning. So that means to say there is something so connected to who we are in terms of when it comes to the aspect of creating, right? When we say game, it doesn't just mean, okay, I'm just going to have some fun. No. You know, like in fact, if you go and study, I think about a week or something, I was hearing this TED talk given out by a guy who is, he builds games. So he says, even though games are something that's so much fun, but one of the things that he said is, when you go ahead and build a game, that's the most boring thing you can ever do. I was like, what? Is that possible? That, come on, the most interesting thing, the way you go ahead and build it is like the boring way? Seriously, should it be that way? Right? So there's a constant battle between making anything very structurized, you know, structure, and we forget the creative life. Like if you take a simple egg, I'm sorry that I don't have an image of an egg here, but then that's a good analogy, right? Like the shell of the egg holds the life. It's got the structure, but the structure itself is not enough. And there is the creativity, there is life to creativity. But is that enough? No, there needs to be a combination of these two that really makes things effectual. And that is what is the creative piano method, dear friends. All right? So if I have to say it, 3 words. What is creative piano method? It's basically understanding the way our brain remembers things in shapes, in ideas, and in patterns. That's the way our brain functions. That's the way our brain remembers information, right? And that is the way we go about learning music. Learning music does not need to be, okay, I'm going to parrot some music. I'm going to take some existing music. I'm just going to parrot and it's like you download music into yourself. Nope, you don't download like that, right? It could be, I'm not opposing some of the top music teachers. I'm not opposing all that thought, but then I'm saying this is a new way. How would music look like if we could empower students with shapes? How would it be if, you guys have to go and research this, okay? Go and type sacred music on Google. Probably you can go sacred music and type, you will see shapes, sacred music, and I'm also forgetting what is that. Do you see some shapes? Ryan, probably you can actually research this there in Google. Sacred music, shapes. Probably let me just go ahead and see what do I type in. Sacred music. Let me just give me just a few moments. And no. That's not what we are talking about. Wait. It's called sacred geometry. Look for that. Sacred geometry. Sacred geometry. Look for that. Sacred geometry. I'm just talking random, guys. So this is not planned. So when you think of sacred geometry, you get to see images like this. I don't know if you can see this. You see images of different shapes, right? And these shapes, how would music look like if you can put all the music notes in a kind of a certain shape, and if you could go ahead and play music as those shapes? How could you draw something? Because look at this, guys. Everything has got symmetry. Everything has got proper division. If you see a tree, you're seeing 2 sides to the tree. If you had only one side, it doesn't work, right? So we see 2 sides of everything. You see a bird, you don't see it one-winged. You see 2-winged, right? Everything has got a shape. Everything has got a design to it. And how would music be if it could be taught in a way where we learn it using shapes, ideas, and patterns? And that's basically what we are doing when it comes to learning the creative piano method. So let's go ahead, guys, without wasting any more time. I don't want to waste any of your time. Thank you so much for joining in, and great for the audience. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to give you something extremely valuable in terms of what we're going to receive. Guys, listen to this. Think of this. Why are we all online today? For a special thing. What is a special thing? For the 2 weeks back, okay, 2 weeks back, we gathered together a group of people, okay, think of about 30 plus people came together at one point in time. These were all people who were absolutely basic in music, right? They were all absolutely basic in music. And the whole idea was, what can be taught in 5 days, right? What can be taught in 5 days to an absolute beginner in music, where from the day one, what they learn is giving them the tools and techniques so that they can go ahead and create shapes, create ideas, create patterns, which they will end up creating their own music. So it's in basic terms, it would be like, what can you teach to an absolute beginner in music for 5 days, every day, right? And they go ahead through what they've learned, they go ahead and create music. And from day one, they are learning it by creating. And because the reason why I would go about approaching music learning that way is I really believe the creator God created us with creativity. Each person is creative. A bank accountant, is creative. Probably he's sitting there and just thinking, hey, you know what, I shouldn't be doing this job. That's probably something he's thinking. But you know what? You can't doubt that he is creative. Right, so I'm saying that everybody has got creativity, and if you want to tap into becoming great in music and you may be zero in music, guys, I come with 15 years of experience turning people who are zero into music and turning them into people who can play music, people who can be zero in singing and turn to be singers. It needs training. That's it. All right, so guys, let's move ahead. I want to go ahead and tell let's get introduced to each of us over here. It would be good. So let's get introduced to one by one. I'm just gonna put in speaker view. So each of us, let's take a moment. You can just tell what your name is and what was your experience through the week, and tell us what is one thing that really impacted you in learning. Right? 3 points. What is your name? Now, guys, I didn't tell any of these 3 points. I didn't tell you already. The reason is I want you to tell it from your heart. It should feel. When you tell it from your heart, it feels, right? So that's what I want you to do. Go ahead, tell your name, tell us your experience in terms of the 5 days. What did you learn? And thirdly, go ahead and tell us what is one thing that really attracted you and like, wow, that got hold of you in music, all right? So go ahead and tell us. Let's start with, I'm just going to give it into speaker view. Let's start with Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan. Ryan was like, okay, I knew it was coming to me. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so hello everyone. So my name is Ryan. So after attending these classes, it gave me like a new understanding about music. Like I always thought of music as something which you would always read by a book and then you would just read the notes and you would play it. But then I never knew you could, like make music by yourself. So I was pretty intrigued by that.
Great. Thank you so much, Ryan, for that. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add in? I understand you can get blank going live. Like, how do people go live on the internet, on the Facebook? Exactly. You can get blank, right? Yes, no issues. I've gotten blank millions of times. Seriously, I've gone blank many times. Forget it. I'm just like, okay. Anything else you want to add, Ryan? Or are you done?
I'm done, sir.
You're done. Great. Okay. So thank you so much. And let's ask, speak to Kinsley. Kinsley, are you here? Guys, you can also tell us from where you are also. So Ryan is from Bangalore, right? Cool. Let's go to Kinsley. Kinsley, would you like to speak to us?
Yeah, this is Kingsley from Nigeria. I do really appreciate the act of creative piano because I never knew music could be this way, you know? Earlier, I was reading the lines and the spaces of bass clefs and all those stuff, you know, trying to get acquainted with a song and after then learning another one. But joining this group, I saw that I could actually sit on the piano and begin to play things and enjoy myself just for fun, you know. And I could actually play for hours without getting tired. So I think the act of creative piano is something nice and everyone should like to join that. Because whether you know music or you don't know music, whether you can read stuff or not, if you can picture the keys in your head and what you play, in fact, just touching the keyboard, you begin to make sounds and melodies. So I think it's something worthwhile and I really enjoyed it. I can't imagine that after 5 days, I could actually sit and play some things that, you know, some people will listen to and say, wow, so when did you learn to play keyboard? I said, just 5 days. Wow. So really, I encourage everyone, if you're interested in music, just join. No matter whether you have known music before or not, That you can play stuff or you cannot play stuff. Even if you can play, join and you will see something new. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Kinsley. And I also want to add something to it. Now, creative piano method, the next level of it, we will also be learning how to read music. Guys, remember this. One-sided knowledge is not complete anytime. If you're only accessing the creative side to your life, you're not complete. If you're only accessing the analytical side to your life, you're not complete. You need to bring both of this together. So the next level of the creative piano is also you would learn a bit of learning how to read music and go ahead composing music, right? The creativity never stops. Okay, so that was Kinsley. Thank you so much, Kinsley. And I would want the next person to speak. Who would that be? Let's call upon, guys, go ahead to the chat section and you can actually write it out here so that I'll get to know who will want to be the next person who wants to speak. All right, so probably I should call upon Aishwarya. Or probably Manya. Let's go ahead with Manya and then come to Manya. Go ahead.
Hi everyone. I'm Anya and I'm from Bangalore.
Manya, would you like to switch on your video also so people could see you? I understand it's a very scary thought saying, hey, you know what? I'm scared. However, you want, I mean, it's a choice, but still you can go ahead. Go on, Manya.
Hi everyone. I'm Anya and I'm from Bangalore. So when I joined Creative Piano, it was really different experience for me because I haven't learned anything that has made music learning so fun. When you look at the keyboard or the piano, it's just black and white keys. But when you play it, it's like colorful music, and that's really encouraging to make you play the piano. And it doesn't matter whether you have learned before or you're learning later or you're still in the intermediate. Just join and go for it and achieve your goal. So that's all I would like to say. If you don't know or you know, just join.
Wow, great. Thank you so much, Manya. Thank you so much. I mean, for her to come and share what she was sharing. And in fact, I don't know if you caught this. The piano is black and white, okay? But then when you play music, it becomes colorful, right? Don't you think it's the paradox of life? A lot of things in life is a big paradox. Like we think, where do you find gold? We think gold should be found somewhere on a pedestal, but no, it is found deep into the mud. Somebody has to go dig it up, purify it, and then bring it out. It's such a paradox. Something that is so precious found in something that is so oddly not so precious, like in the mud, right? So thank you so much, Manya, for that. Okay, so next, who wants to speak? Go ahead to the chat section, guys. I would want you to introduce yourself. Let's go to Vamsi. Vamsi, go ahead if you could just introduce yourself. 3 things. What was your experience in the Creative Piano for the 5 days? And then tell us what really impacted you. Go ahead, Vamsi.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes. Great.
Okay, so you just put me in a fix, Joel. Okay, that said, hey everyone, this is Vamsi and I'm a dear friend of Joel. I haven't really put in the kind of practice that you guys have put in. But yeah, one of the things apart from whatever I'm doing for my living, learning piano is probably one of the priorities on my list right now. So, and hopefully I got a really good teacher in the form of Joel. So we are coming up with a lot of things. We are working on a project which probably will be most influential and helpful for each one of you who wants to take your learning of piano to the next level. So I'm sorry, I'm really not be able to play anything because for the lack of time I couldn't practice. And but I have been following the WhatsApp group. So hopefully I'll be able to show something someday inside the group. But I have followed each one of you who have played something after your practice, and felt Manya, Kingsley, and a few other people that I probably don't remember names. I'm sorry for that. But you guys, I think, have put in extremely good work to reach to what you have done today. So I congratulate each one of you, and hopefully, you get more time, be more dedicated. Just don't take piano as a side hustle or something which is a hobby. If you I always tell these things. I think I've also told that in my introduction video when this group was created. Irrespective of what age you are in, irrespective of what you do in life, everyone should have three hobbies, right? One hobby which makes you money, one hobby that keeps you healthy, and one hobby which improves your creativity. I think there is no better, at least from that's my personal opinion, that music is probably one of the one of the gifts from God to be able to keep yourself more creative than doing anything else. I mean, you could choose any form. It can be painting, it can be music, it can be gardening, it can be anything. But what I'm trying to make is, as a point is that have these three things in your life, because if one of the two are more predominant, you would lose out on a lot of things. If you are just running behind money and healthy, you will never be creative. If you are just creative and just want to be healthy, you will never make money, vice versa. So have these three things in your life, and it will be a different. So I
Wow.
congratulate each one of you who have put in the work, practiced it, gone through the 5 days, and really seen themselves to the next level. But hopefully you will put in more work, more practice, because I think, as Joel always keeps saying, it's just about practice and nothing else. So all the best with each one of you what you're doing in life, and I'll probably be able to talk soon. See you guys. Bye.
Great. Thank you so much, Vamsi, for that introduction of yours. Okay. Great. So let's go ahead to the next person, Aishwarya. If you could just tell us, let's not make it too long, just your name and what your experience in terms of the 5 days, and then finally something that really helped you. Go ahead.
Hey guys, my name is Aishwarya. I'm doing my third year of engineering. So at this point, it's always studying and I have my placements. And when you come, sit at the piano, blindly close your eyes, play something amazing which sounds really well. That's creative piano. It was a wonderful experience to learn to play something like that.
Wow. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for that. Whoa. Thank you. Great. So, yes, that's exactly what we're talking. We're talking about how busy people can just come casually sit at the piano and play some beautiful music. End of the day, don't we all want only that? Are we trying to master it so that we can become some top pro? And nope, not everybody's got that dream, right? So we want to just play music so that we enjoy what music is to us, right? Great. So let's speak to Jashuran. Go ahead, Jashuran. Tell us.
Hi, my name is Jashuran. I have completed my 10th, and I love music. I actually have a little bit of experience playing the keyboard and with music, and I wanted to learn music more, and because I love music, and I was able to express myself through music. Joel sir helped me to do that. And music is a way that you can express yourself, even if you don't express it with your face or your actions. So it
Wow.
was very great to play
Great.
piano and keyboard.
Great. Thank you so
Thank you
much, Jashuran. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, so with that, okay, is there anybody else? Go ahead to the chat section and tell us if you would like to introduce yourself. Go to the chat section. Okay, so now let's move ahead to what we were talking about. Okay, so that is creative piano is basically giving shapes, ideas, and patterns. What would music look like if you, from the day one, learned music by creating, by making something new, so that it has a stamp over you, right? So it's basically just like when you write for years and years together, you write, you develop a handwriting, right? The same way, the handwriting specialist, if he looks at your handwriting, he would say, hey, this is the personality of the person. This is the kind of person that he is. The same way, when you play music from the day one, when you learn to create, it's basically you create your imprint over the music that you play. You create your own signature, right? So that's the kind of music we are talking about. And so the experience was like this. We had for 5 days, different task was given, and each of these tasks was given in terms of a challenge. Okay, and the challenge, we had several challenges. This is like one of the challenges. When people get to finish the challenge, they get a badge like this. All right, and then the challenge 2, and then finally we had the whole idea was how could people get the most number of badges. And the final, the biggest of the challenge was how do you integrate everything that you learned. And that's the badge of integration. Like you bring all of whatever you've learned and you're going to play it, right? So, and that's exactly what people have taken up as a challenge, and that's what they're going to be presenting today. All right, guys. So, without wait, let me see, sir. If you are sharing your screen, then we can't see it. Just informing. Okay, seriously. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm so sorry. Probably I'll just revise a little back. So guys, just look at this. So I'm so sorry about this, guys. Please forgive me. That's what tells me that you really need some assistance while you do something live. So here we spoke about the creative piano method, shapes, ideas, and patterns. That's the way we go ahead and learn. And each day we had badges like this. If you could look at it, these badges were given out. Just a moment, and I'm going to just give me a moment, guys. There's something that's missing here. Yes. Okay. So each day the badges were given out like this. And so whenever people finish the challenge, they got a badge, and each of these are a task, all right? And what happens to the badges? Each of these badges, right? Now we had 10 different badges. The 10th badge was like integrating everything that we've learned, right? And today we will be seeing people how they wonderfully integrated what they learned. And we are going to really witness what can somebody who's an absolute beginner in music in 5 days of learning, what can they create, right? Creative piano method, right? And there were 5 people who are going to be winning prizes, and the winning prize is very exclusive of people who will finish these assignments and get these badges, all right? So which we will announce in later. So guys, let's move ahead. So this is, all the people who won the badges. All right, so cool. And this is the method that I use in terms of what I go about teaching. So we learn, we practice, and we perform. That's the whole idea. When you learn, you understand concepts using searching, using teaching. Students don't need to learn only by sitting under somebody's teaching. Students can learn by teaching to somebody else also. And I would think that's a very essential part of learning itself. Right? And then the practice happens by fluency. That is, you practice fluency by repeating things, creating a routine of your life, right? And becoming specific with it. And then finally, you perform by rehearsing things, and you understand your audience. It's not just by you playing something that you really capture the attention of the audience. You need to learn to speak, right? Even that is such a very important thing. And then you understand what kind of event are you preparing for. So that is all about it, guys. Now let's start up with the first person who will be playing the creative piano performance. So who will that be? We have just a moment, guys. We will start up with guys, it will be good if you can go ahead to the chat section and type your name, so then I would know who to call out, right? So go ahead, type your name if you're ready with your piece. I understand you may want to do it much later. You want to have somebody else doing it. Whoever writes in first probably will be the second or the third. I understand it's such pressurizing. The last shall be the first. Wow, how cool is that? When you make something like that, the last shall be first, makes it okay, the last shall be first. So let's see who's the last one who's going to be the first one to perform today. The last shall be the first. Who's going to be that? Who's going to be that? Okay, so I would think we should start with with Ryan. Okay, so Ryan, if you're ready, just give me a moment. I'm going to be sharing the video screen. Just hold on. Guys, just a moment. I mean, there's a little bit of confusion in terms of the going live. I mean, going live is not, I mean, it's not as simple as I really think. Just a moment, guys. Okay, this has gone to another world here. Okay, great. So let's start up with Ryan. Ryan, if you're ready, do let me know, and then we could.
Yeah, okay, fine. So
Ready? Just
Yeah.
give me half a. We can't say half
Yeah,
a
sure,
second. Okay, so Ryan, would you have you named the piece something? Like if you had to name it something, what would you name it? Okay, you can play it, and you can, as you're playing it, you can actually think about it. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Just a moment. Yeah. The clock.
Okay, it will be really good if you can increase your volume.
Yeah.
Guys, the others, whoever is playing it, probably you should go to the Zoom audio controls where you have the audio setting, right? Look at this, guys. I'm just in the audio setting, you have something called as automatically adjust microphone volume. Uncheck that, because Zoom sometimes thinks that music is the background noise. That's what it thinks sometimes. So you can uncheck that and then go ahead to the advanced section, and then it says suppress persistent background noise, disable the top two. You'll have two columns there, right? So just disable the two and you'll be ready and set to go. All right, let's wait for Ryan. Manya, are you ready? If you're ready, we could go ahead to the chat section. Tell me, Manya, if you're ready. Until Ryan sets this up. Is there anybody else who's ready? Jashuran, if you're ready. Kinsley, if you're ready.
Kingsley is ready.
Kingsley is ready. Great, Kingsley. Let's go ahead. Come on. Let's go ahead. Wow, that was amazing. Guys, if you really think that was amazing, go ahead and show me that you really are clapping. Amazing. Seriously, seriously. Wow, that was really good. In fact, I would think, wow, he was like going into a concert mode, like I'm performing, man, for the next 20 minutes. Amazing. I love that. I love that. I love that. Great. That is what I like. One of the things about me as a teacher is if I see that one of my desires is that my students really need to become better than who I am. Seriously. I mean, I really also understand that each of us are uniquely different, but over the top of that, I really wish and pray that I see my students becoming better and accomplishing things much more than what I really want. All right, guys, so next we have Manya. Great. Manya, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're going to start Manya in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, Manya.
The name of my piece is Color Your Life, and I would like all of you to imagine that I'm painting on a easel. So yeah, if you want to imagine it as a happy song, feel free, or a sad song, feel free.
Yay! Amazing. Wow. Loved it. Loved it. Thank you so much. That was. Sometimes we think music needs to be like if you're playing it very, very fast, that's like the best. You know what? You don't have to be. With such amazing pace, all of what she played, didn't it create an emotion? I really felt it. I really felt it. Thank you so much, Manya, for that. Really appreciate you. And I really see Manya is an amazingly creative student, and I really believe that if I think there is a leader in Manya. I really see that. Keep it up, because whenever I give an assignment, she's like the first one. I see that she's got something with leadership to it. Leadership and creativity. 2 words come to my mind when I think of Manya. Great. Keep it up. You're going to be a leader, man. Seriously, write this down. Write this down. You're going to be a leader someday. You're going to be leading some big organizations. Feels like that. Seriously. I mean, that's what you resonate. Great. So thank you so much, Manya. And next we have, by the way, can I surprisingly call somebody to play it? No, I shouldn't do that, right? Cool. Let's go ahead to Jashuran. Go ahead, Jashuran.
I didn't think of any name. The name that came to my mind is the communication, because music is about communication. I need not to open my mouth, so my hands will communicate what I need to communicate.
Wow, great, great. Increase your volume, keep your volume to the highest so that it's heard, yeah? On the piano, good. Great. Thank you so much, Jashuran. That was really, really good. Wow. That was really good. So the name that he keeps for this piece is Communication, because he says the song itself needs to speak it. Thank you so much, Jashuran, for that beautiful piece. Seriously, it was like I could see a good pace of rhythm, and I can also see patterns, right? Did you guys catch the pattern? You know, amazing. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And we have Ryan. Ryan, you know what? Just like we said, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. It was like we chose Ryan first, and then now he gets to play it. Ryan, are you there? Hey.
Yes, sir.
That became really true, man. Come on, you typed out your name last, and I called you out first. And because
Just
I
like in
called
the
you out
Bible.
first, now you're last. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Love
Yeah,
that.
just like in the Bible, sir.
Yeah, that's what it says in the Bible. Super.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play it. that completed the performance, man. My God, amazing. I love that. That was like the performance mode. Really, 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 really loved it. And by the way, sometime back, Ryan actually sent me a video saying, "Sir, is this good?" But you know what? This is something that was out of, it's phenomenal, man. Seriously. Keep it up.
Thank you,
Appreciate it. Great job. Okay, so next we have a wonderful friend. By the way, guys, you know what? I'm sure you would have noticed different age groups. When I advertised this, when I just put that up in the in fact, all of these friends who have joined us for this challenge, for the 5-day challenge, was people who just contacted us through the Facebook, all right? So somehow friends of friends and friends of friends of friends of friends, depends, from all over the world, right? So one of the things happened is we have different age groups coming in. And in fact, the next challenge, we're going to divide the age groups, some for children and some for older ones, all right? So it's going to be different. But then now we have the youngest of our team who's going to be playing some amazing music. And that is Catherine. Go ahead, Catherine. Catherine, you need to unmute yourself and go ahead, Catherine. Okay, thank you so much, Catherine. Thank you so much. Guys, that was really, really good. See, the thing is, each of us, the whole idea of Creative Piano was not like, okay, you got to do this and that. No. We're giving you tools, and those tools you use it and to express yourself. And that's exactly what Catherine did. Catherine, actually, I don't know if you noticed that the simple 2 notes she played actually carries emotion to it, right? I mean, I did feel it. Thank you so much, Catherine, for that. Really, really good. And in fact, many of the ones who were from school age group kids, they had exams also online. So they had to balance between school, exams, and all of this. But still, thank you so much, Catherine, for this. Great. So with that, we have come to the end of what we present to all of you at the Facebook, right? So thank you so much, guys, for watching in. Is there anybody who wants to share anything of your experience? Anything? Guys, remember this, for the 5 days of coming together, didn't you feel like, my God, I have a caring community. I have a community who's not going to judge me. Did you get that feeling? Did you get that feeling? Right? Like I can play music and nobody is going to judge me badly. And that is the kind of a community we all need, right? And that is what I believe can take people forward in music. It is not by stating ego, like I'm better than you or you're better than me. No, it's not by ego that we go forward. It's by the support of the community. As a music community, we move forward. All right, guys? And is there anybody who wants to share anything? Find section and chat it out so that we will know if you have a word to speak. You can be a person who was a part of the piano challenge, or you probably watched it from far. Like sometimes we watch things from far, but you got inspired watching it from far. Anybody at all? If you would want to you don't even need to speak. Probably you can put it up in the chat section and I can actually read it out for you guys. Okay, Ryan, you want to say something? No, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I thought you raised your hands. Anybody else? Anybody who wants to speak something? Final words, because you know what, I don't know, in the history of time, are we gonna, I mean, this group is gonna function or come together at this level of it. Probably you've gone forward from where you are, right? So you'll function at a different level, but after this, probably some of you may not meet the others, so you probably can have one word of an encouragement for the other. Like example, one student can really say, hey, I like this person's energy and this person's what you would want to say. Manya has something to say. There's a part of me that is discovered recently. That's what I think. Wow, amazing, Manya. You want to speak it out or something, Manya? My leader, go ahead. You want to speak it out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So like, I never knew that there was a part of me that could actually play so good music, and I discovered that really recently. And thanks to Joel, sir, thank you so much for encouraging me.
Thank you, Manya. Thank you, Manya. I'm glad. You know what? All of our music lessons, especially in creative piano method, the whole idea is you discover yourself. Like the greatest of education is not that you learn something. You first learn yourself. You understand who you are. Unless you don't know who you are, how are you going to express yourself, right? Anybody else? Final words? Ryan, I would really like to appreciate the time and the effort. Okay, go ahead, Ryan. You can actually speak it out.
So what I wanted to say was I would really like to appreciate the time and effort which Kingsley has put in to produce some quality music. So thank you, Kingsley. Yeah.
Kingsley, that was for you. That was for you. Great. Very, very good. Really, I have to really appreciate. In fact, Kingsley was in the 5 days, I think for the 2 days he was in the hospital. I mean, he was bedridden, but still he was able to be on the call to learn. I was like, whoa, what is that? Great, very good. Wait.
Yeah, I wish
Yes,
to
go
say
ahead,
something.
Kingsley.
All right. I just wish to commend my music mates, so to say, for their efforts. And I wish to mention their name one after another. And I wish to begin with Ryan. You are great, my brother. You can do better. Catherine, I encourage you to do more. You are doing well already. Jeshurun, you're a nice guy. I saw what you played on the group. That's very pretty nice, okay? Keep it up. And Master, keep it up, okay? Aishua, I know you're already doing well in music, but someday I'm sure you'll become a teacher. Lashmi, keep it up. Maya, you're a good student. I think you have this kind of inspirational, plays in you. Because I listen to what you play, I say, wow, actually you are doing well. And I'm sure you will do better, okay? And then finally, Gwari, keep it up. We all will do better in music. Thanks, Mr. Joel. All this is because of you. Honestly, I never knew I could sit on the keyboard.
I think
sorry, I think I'm taking more time. It's okay,
no,
but I just wish to encourage one and all.
Cut, actually.
Okay. I'm just encouraging people to try to join this, especially working class, those who are busy with their things, It's just a 5-day something. And not only that, the time is also something that time is not time for work and all those stuff, It's a time that you can relax at home in the evenings and then play and enjoy yourself and ease off stress. That is it. So thank you, Mr. Joy, for the opportunity you offer.
Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Seriously, I mean, I really, really appreciate the way Kingsley functioned. Like he was always on for it. Come on, let's practice. That's what makes it all the change for the teacher, right? Cool, you guys. So that's what creative piano method is. And in fact, we're going to move this to the 3-month thing, where we're going to take this up, because the 5-day thing was like super fast, just to give you a taste of what it is. But then next we're going to run this for 3 months, separate batches for children and separate for adults. Okay, so it's really good. It's an experience where we will take it step by step and we move forward with this for the 3 months. All right, guys. So with that, thank you so much. And you guys want to quickly come on, show us your face before we finish, so that I can take a quick picture of everybody who's online right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Quick picture. Everybody, come on. Come on. Even if you, that's okay. Come on, everybody. Okay. Manya, yes, Manya. Aishwarya, you want to comment? I think Aishwarya's camera had a problem or something. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Show us the best of the face, which is what you have, right? We all have God-given beauty to us. Nobody is anything lesser than anybody, Okay, guys, so yes, we've taken the picture. Thank you so much. And really, I'm so happy for all of you. It was really nice to spend life with you. Like, spending time is basically life, man. Come on, I can't get my time back. You can't get your time back. Thank you for your life. Thank you for your time. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, let's do this bye together, okay? Unmute yourself. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to bye together. Let's see how loud can Zoom get, okay? 1, 2, 3. Bye!